What's going on, YouTube? Roy from Spoiled Fish again, coming at you. I'm gonna do a little review today on some hang on the backs. This is the Tetra Whisper EX 70, and I can hear the boos and the hisses from some of you out there. They don't like the cheaper pumps, but I'm gonna do a little review on this, and I think this is not for somebody who has a bunch of African cichlids. This is for somebody who has a 55-gallon tank that has an angelfish, some cory cats, and some tetras and danos and things like that. Your average aquarium, community tank. These people have one tank. They don't want to spend a fortune on it. So this would be a pump that I would recommend for them. Okay, the Tetra Whisper EX 70. Okay, it has the easy open doors here, which I never use. I always pulled the top off. And this is this thing is 5 years old. I used it for a long time. I haven't used it in a while. I've got a central air system now, so I don't use the hang on the backs, but this has been around a long time. I used it for 3 years steady on a 55-gallon tank, and it did just fine. Okay, you got the easy open doors. You have this little indicator. It's supposed to tell you when to change the filters, but that's just a timer. Once you break that thing in 2 weeks, it's going to turn red and tell you got to buy more cartridges. That's just a feature to get you to buy more cartridges, I think, than anything. But okay, let's take the lid off. I never used that little thing. Now inside, as you can see, it's dry. This thing hasn't run. I haven't even tested it, so this might be a big oh no for the video. But what I do like about this, it's very quiet, and it will start from a dead run, which a lot of cheaper filters hang on the backs won't do. You ever come home from work and you hear your pump going click, 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 and no water's running because the power at some point had shut off during the day? Well, that doesn't do that. I'm going to plug this in so you can see. This will start right up from a dry run. There we go. Alright, it's plugged in. There it comes. Boom. Almost instantly. That I plugged it in within like 3 seconds. There's water running through this. So that's a good thing. Now they have these little brushes on their pre-filter thing, which when I was using it I was kind of skeptical, but it did seem to catch a lot of things. But they have that, and they have a filter cartridge that goes in behind that, but I don't have any of those because I haven't used it in a long time, and I made my own anyway. I'll put a card up here for you to click on so you can go to that video where I show you how to make your own filter cartridges for hang on the back filters. But yeah, the only sound you hear is the water going into the water. There is no engine sound, there is no hum, there is nothing. They are whisper quiet, and that's one thing I do like about them. You probably hear a little hissing, but that's not from this pump. That's from my muffler on my air system is what that is. You hear hissing. That's not this pump. The only sound you're hearing here is the water hitting the water. That's it. It doesn't make any noise whatsoever. It did at startup because it was dry, but once the water starts flowing, it makes no noise. It's one of the quietest pumps I've ever had. This has it's under $35 on Amazon right now. It's rated for up to 70-gallon tanks. I think it says 40 or 45 to 70 gallon. It has a flow rate of 340 gallons per hour, which means basically it'll turn your 55-gallon water over 6 times an hour, or close to 6 times an hour. Not that good at math in my head, but it's about that. And for the price point and for your average, this isn't for a big heavily stocked tank, or if you got big fish that a heavy bio load. It's not going to work for that. But for your average run-of-the-mill person who has one 55-gallon aquarium and has a few platies, mollies, maybe an angelfish and cory cats, stuff like that, it will work. And also I have another model of this. I got to walk across the fish room here. Go into the other room actually and come around here. And this is the Whisper Tetra Whisper EX30. It's rated for up to a 30-gallon tank. Now this one, like my other one over there, I used for years on a tank, but with the central air system I no longer need them. But as you can see, this one is dry as well. It has the easy open door. And okay, I'm gonna plug it in, see if it'll start up as good as the other one did. There we go. Oh, come on. I'm trying to hold the camera and plug this in. There it goes. Okay, I can hear it vibrating. Oh, well, almost instantly. Wow. But yeah, I'm gonna take this lid off so we can see. And they have this device in here, whatever this is. I use the word device all the time. But, you know, it has a filter pad that you pinch in between there. Yeah. But, you know, I never used that either. I always made homemade, I almost said device again. Homemade filter cartridges to put in there. But this has a price point of about under $20 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description as well for the EX70. And for your average aquarist, you know, these pumps run fine. The price point's really good on them. You know, under 35 bucks on the big one, under $20 on this one. And this will do up to a 30-gallon tank. It has a flow rate of 160 gallons per hour. So that'll turn your tank over about 8 times in an hour. So that's more than plenty for your average community tank. You know, it's not for the big cichlids. It's not for guys like, oh, big old, I don't know if you can see him in there, it's kind of dark there, and big old Jack there, and big old Jack peeking out there. It's not for that. It's for your community tanks. But anyway, I just wanted to do a review on those Tetra Whispers. Check them out. The links will be in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Got any questions about them, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.